going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. It's MikeKollin.com. Hey, I've got something came up in a conversation today, and it's a real simple thing that guys do very wrong, and they don't realize they're doing it. So, and it's something that women don't like at all. I think we're going through a huge movement right now where it's demanding, at the very least, challenging men to finally step into 2018, meaning, it's not 1940 anymore. It's not 1960. And I mean guys that were born 25 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm not talking about older guys. I'm talking about all guys. Here's what I mean. There's something that women say that men don't quite understand, because remember, it's a real simple thing. Men are thinking and processing and hearing from the left brain, where she's saying something from the right brain, and it means this over here, right? In fact, I'm gonna do something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna give you two examples. So there's something that men do that really, really offends and irritates women a lot, and they don't like it. So, all right, the way a man looks at a woman in the male way is offensive. It's the keyword intrusive. Like, here's her bubble, and you're going through her bubble. Don't do that. But you're going, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm going to use another thing, that word that women use all the time. Don't ogle me. Women don't like to be ogled. So this is a phrase that men are like, so don't look at women, huh? Don't look at their body. A lot of my clients will say, how come you can look at a woman's breast? And they're talking about me. And there's other guys that can do it. There's not a lot. And you can look at her rear end, or her body, and they don't get offended. I go, there's a reason why. And this was stimulated from a Victoria's Secret's fashion show, the 2018 one that I just watched. And because, they're in skimpy outfits. And even though a lot of guys go, well, look at the way you got your push-up bras, you're showing your cleavage, you're in a freaking panties, you're strutting your stuff, and I'm not supposed to look at you? No, that's not what women are saying. They want you to look at them, but here's the key. They don't want you to look at them in the creepy ogling kind of way. Right? And that's it. It's technically what you're doing when your pupils get small and they aim like you're aiming at a target, like you're pinpointing like this, right? That is creepy. That's what a woman says when it says don't be a creepo. And most guys, they can't help it because our mating instinct is inside our reptilian brain, which is, how do you access your reptilian brain is when you go like this, is when your pupils get smaller and they aim and they come together physically. They get narrow because they're aiming literally at a pinpoint, like you're aiming a gun at a pinpoint, like at a target, right? You want to get that little red dot. So you got all the circles, and then in the middle is the bullseye, right? That's pinpoint. That's creepo. Don't do that if you like a woman. In fact, don't do it at all. What a woman really wants is, she wants you, and you've heard it before, but you really didn't hear it. She wants you to appreciate her beauty. This is creepo. That's not appreciating. Now, here's why. There's something called logical levels of thinking, and these are different levels of communicating. So I'm not going to go with the whole thing of that right now, but let me draw something. All right, 1 second. All right. So now we're looking at this. This has to do with logical levels of communication. So there's different levels, right? All the way down to pinpoint. Now down here is like you're looking through a microscope, like you're looking at the tiny little pinpoint, the microscopic. Women don't like being looked at like that. That's what it feels like. It's literally what it does is it literally is exactly like a laser beam. So instead of having a bigger picture where your energy is soft, and that's the key word. When you do this, you're literally contracting. What's another word? You're compressing the energy. There's another word for it. Sorry if I can't get it. So when you focus, you're literally touching her. You're laser beaming her. Women don't like it when you laser beam them, and that's the second part I'm going to go over. The right brain is the vague and abstract. The left brain is the details. So we can go like this. So this is my left brain. Sometimes cameras are reversed, but so this is my right brain. So I don't know if this camera does it right, but the point being is, when you go further over to the left brain, you become more like this. The further you go in the right brain, you become more open. She wants you to experience, and that's a key word. The word experience is chosen on purpose. To experience, i.e. receive, look at the funnel. Receive, but most men do it this way. You can't receive her beauty that way at all. You can't receive anything that way. So she wants you to receive and experience her beauty in the full picture, in the bigger picture. The female way, the right brain, right, is the vague and abstract, and I should have wrote big picture. It's literally the big picture. Now the laser beam is the details. You're pinpointing, right? The details, pinpoint. They don't like it when you pinpoint. They don't. One thing women don't like is when you do that. Don't do that. They have more open gestures. You know, if you're going to gesture towards someone, have an open hand like this. And let me do right. Okay, like this. Don't pinpoint. More open. Like, oh hey Tom, and do it open. Don't do that. Okay. So those aren't really the point of this video. The point is, she does want you to look at her. She puts her makeup on purpose. But she wants you to look at her in an appreciative way. And, you know, guys, I know that you want to get the girl. I know you want to get laid. I know you want someone to love you. If you do it in this way, man, you're going to be blown away. How many women will walk up to you and start conversations? But you do it this way, they're going to walk away. They're going to be like, oh, my God, I can't stand that guy. So do it in a more appreciative way. So think of it like this. Here's another way of thinking about it. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes right now. All right. Think of a puzzle, right? Okay, let's say this is a puzzle. So let's say this tiny little bit is this right here, right? And then there's another piece here, another piece here. Well, individually, you don't know what the picture is. So when you're looking down that tiny tube, you're looking at her, just like her nipple or her eye or, you know, her butt, and it feels like you're touching her. And it's in the laser beam way, which it makes her energy contract as well. You don't want a woman to contract. You want her to be open. When she's open with you, she's going to want to be with you, okay? So, and here's the other thing. When you're looking at each individual piece, and that's what the male brain does. It's like he's looking down a microscope. He looks at one thing. He literally changes the slide, looks at another one, and that's not the way you appreciate beauty. You cannot taste wine that way. And a lot of guys will drink wine like, I don't see what the big deal is. Well, right, because you're doing it from your left brain. You wouldn't. You can't possibly understand it. You have to do it from the right brain. The right brain is the five senses: see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. When you do it from the right brain, you're tuning in to your five senses. You can smell the flavors of the wine better. You can taste the flavor. You can the depth, the richness, and you can even see the colors. All of a sudden, colors become more vibrant and they stand out. That's why a woman puts her makeup on. That's why a woman even works on the way she moves and walks and talks and the way she uses her voice. Women work on this for a long time. There's a reason why the makeup industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You're right. Women want you to look at them. They're trying to attract you, but not in this way. They want a man who's open like this, okay? So let's see. Laser beam. I think that's pretty much it for now. Wait a minute. I think I wrote some of my notes here. Oh, no, I didn't. Actually, that was it. I see there's something right here. Yeah, so that, in a nutshell, is what I'm talking about. She wants you to see the bigger picture. She wants you to see how she put all the pieces together, from the shoes she picked out to the purse to this, you know, satchel, whatever it's called, the way she does her hair, the way she did her eyeliner, the way she did all the stuff, even the earrings she picked out. But if you're looking at one single piece, and that's not appreciating her beauty. That's not appreciating artwork. That's like looking at this one little thing and go, I don't see what's the big deal about, you know, this painting. It's just a little brown or gray dot circle, right? Well, if you see how it's all put together, then you're like, oh, wow, that is amazing. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Hope this video clarified on how to be able to approach women and even just have a conversation with women in a way that allows her to feel comfortable with you, which will allow her to want to talk to you even more. You know, there is one thing. This is going to be really directed towards any guy, but there's someone who's having a challenge with this, is David. So when a guy, all right, okay, here's what it was. Yeah, I wrote it here. It's the whole listening. Now, the way a woman wants you to understand, or the way a woman, because she's in the right brain, which again is that big part, not down here. She wants you to understand this, the big picture, like the whole picture, right? But guys listen down here in that pinpoint kind of way. So they're not hearing what she's saying. So I remember I was on a date. This was probably my mid-20s, and I'd been teaching this stuff, this specific thing. And I remember I was listening to this girl, and she goes, "Are you even listening?" And so what I did, which is the worst thing to do, but which is what guys do automatically, I focused in. And I literally said, "I'm totally focused on you. I'm totally focused." She goes, "You know what? I'm just going to go home. If you don't want to listen to understand me, that's fine. I don't even know why I'm here." I'm like, "No, I'm totally focused." And right as I said it the third time, I went, "Oh shit, I'm doing the narrow thing." And then I leaned back and I went broader, peripheral vision, and I saw the whole picture, because women communicate with their body language, and this was here and the tree was here, and she's painting a picture as she's talking, and she's using her body language. So if you're not seeing the space around her, you're not understanding her, and she's going to be like, "You're not even listening to the conversation, so I might as well just go home." Are you starting to understand the difference between men and women? And I mean, how we love, how we communicate, how we receive love, how we just communicate, how we listen to understand. Hope this video was a bit of an eye-opener. This is a huge reason why men and women get divorced, because she's like, "You're not even listening." In his mind, he's like, "I'm totally focused. I'm blocking everything out." No, don't block everything out. Receive all of it. That's what she wants you to do. So from a woman's perspective, and it's not just perspective, it's more like, think of it, she's speaking Russian and you're listening through the English speaking channel. You've got to open up to the Russian or Chinese channel. Do you get what I'm saying? You've got to listen this way, not this way. This is the male way. If you're talking to a guy who's communicating in this language, that's a great way to listen to it. It really is, because that's the way he's talking. But when a woman is communicating this language, trying to explain something in a different way to describe the bigger picture in detail, this is the way to do it. And what I mean specifically is have your awareness on you. So, okay, let's do it again. Look at me right now. All right, see my hand? Don't look at my hand. Look at me. But when I say look at me, I mean look at, see all the picture, broaden your vision to receive the wall, the brown wall, and the whole picture. I want you to see all of this, right? So have your awareness on me and past me and all the way up, okay? And just notice my hand. Don't look at my hand. Have an awareness of it, but I really want you to notice the whole picture, right? As you have an awareness of me, put your other awareness inside your body, okay? So here's how you do it. So you're looking at me, right? Past me, up and around. Have an awareness of this. So as you look at me, just notice in a comfortable, gentle way, this going inside your chest, okay? But look past me. That's what I mean by having your awareness on you and then receiving her. Because when your awareness is in you, you can receive what she's saying to you. That is something I'll go much more in depth in my course. But really, that is what it is. A lot of guys are like, what's he talking about? Women want you to appreciate their beauty. Don't ogle them. Okay, that's the difference. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. I hope that helps you get a little idea of what we're going to be going over in this course. It goes much more in depth on what's called emotional fulfillment, the most powerful way to melt a woman's heart and turn her on and make her want to be with you. Go to MikeKollin.com, MikeColleen.com. Bye.